oaspeți din Spania și Italia și aș vrea să-mi permiteți să vorbesc în engleză, sper că toată lumea înțelege cât de cât, atât pentru ei cât și pentru dumneavoastră. We are here in the third day of our project. Yes, on the third day of our project. Our project, which is running under the umbrella of Erasmus Plus program, and the name of the project is Learning Zones for Inclusion and Equality. The partners, our partners are Spain, which is the coordinating institution, and also Italy, and our school. What is the aim of our project? Why are we all here? The project aims to give students a global vision upon different learning zones, focusing on traditions, culture, history, life and emotions. And as emotions can be expressed in different ways, for the meeting in Romania, we chose to express our emotions and feelings through theater, through drama. So, in this show, the three partners, the three schools, will present iconic women in their history. There will be three short plays, and also some shows presented by our students. And Romania chose to present Queen Marie. I hope you will enjoy our show. And if everything isn't okay, please excuse us. We'll try to be as good as we can.
Before we start, I just wanted to say how wonderful these past few days with you have been, and I would like to thank our teachers for making this meeting possible. Let's give them a round of applause for all their hard work. And now, the school choir will perform the school song. The lyrics were written by Mr. Mircea Gemescu, chemistry teacher, and the music and orchestration were created by Mrs. Iana Catano, our music teacher, and Cristi Lukachevski, a parent.
Let's
chose to do a play that represents a show we have in Spain at night. So if you've heard, for example, of the Jimmy Fallon late night show, we have our own version of it in Spain, and we are going to do a little skit that presents the women in our country. We really hope you like it.
For being here, and ladies and gentlemen, today we are pleased to present you the 17th season of the Alman Late Night Show.
Yes, but let's see how the winter goes this year, because according to the news, we are going to the apocalypse. Prices will go up, we have to stay away, and we're going to make an effort and help each other, right?
Right. Today, we are pleased to have on our set Lidia Valentin and Arantxa Sánchez Vicario as ambassadors of the sport, health, and well-being.
Penélope Cruz and Agatha Ruiz de la Prada as messengers of the fashion and the beauty of the seventh art, the cinema.
Today, Lidia Valentin and Arantxa Sánchez Vicario have come to our set to have some fun.
Hi, welcome to the program. Thank you for sharing this time with us.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Girls, please, let's take a seat. Girls, you both have achieved great things in sport in an international way. Has it been easy for you to get here?
Well, I'm going to start and then Lydia will complete it. What I can say is that I have worked very hard.
It's been years of training, effort,
Hardships, suffering, but all this has brought the joy that we've had since we were little girls.
And have you needed any kind of support?
Obviously, yes. I come from a small village close to León, in northwest of Spain, and my origins are very humble. That's why my main support has always been and is my family.
The truth is that Spain always supports its athletes. It's awesome.
Girls, you know what? Let's leave questions because today you are here to have some fun. Let my assistants come in, please.
We have made it a bit difficult for you to show your abilities. Lydia, here are these special weights and we ask you to lift them. Can you?
They are a bit weird, but okay, I'll try.
Now it's your turn. You have to give some touches with this racket and this small ball.
Let's take a seat.
Girls, you know what? I'm not going to ask you any questions, so that's why two icons of our program wants to meet you. Welcome to Trancas y Barrancas!
You two are fashion and film icons. What has this meant for you?
Well, if you don't mind, I'll start. Fashion has always been my thing. The important thing is how you look and what makes you feel happy.
But your dress has so many colors.
Of course, how you see it doesn't matter. What matters is how I feel. Colors give me life.
I agree with Agatha, especially in films I've been in.
And why are you dressed like you're in such old clothes?
What do you think I'm wearing right now?
The Cinderella's custom?
Man, no. From Pirates of the Caribbean. In many films, I have to dress up as different characters, and I have to express how I feel at any given moment.
So interesting. Anyway, now it's time for our guests to do a fashion show and show us their outfits.
This is something that makes me sick. Come with me, Penelope.
But Agatha, would you mind letting me your dress?
Without hesitation, of course.
Penelope, you're my crush.
You're Sunshine Barranca.
That was so easy.
Do you think you can do better?
Obviously.
Not bad, not bad at all.
Ladies, it's the end of the program. Thank you for sharing this time with us. It has been so special.
And we will see you in the next adventure. See you tomorrow at the same hour in the same program.
For the next moment of our show, Maria Tudorano from 8th grade B will express her emotions during a vocal performance.
Put your arms around me. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are going to tell the story of a queen who, though not beautiful, was fascinating enough to arouse enthusiasm in an old widower who was willing to increase his offspring.
We are talking about Adelassia del Vasto, daughter of Manfredi Alamano, Marquess of Monteferrato, third wife of Roger I of Altavilla, and mother of Roger II, grandfather of Frederick II from Swabia.
Countess of Palermo, she was at times celebrated and at times discredited. Then she became Queen of Jerusalem for having married Baldwin of Flanders just a few years after Erasmus' death.
Outstanding lady, honorable in Sicily, Adelasia was the most powerful countess of the south. She aroused a wonder in the visitors and fear in her enemies. After the death of her husband, Roger I, she managed to rule the counties of Sicily and Calabria.
It was the summer of 3030 when Adelassia left Palermo, the capital of that land which she ruled with wisdom and strength for about a decade, in the name and on behalf of her son Roger.
A multitude of subjects that came to Palermo at their hour to pay homage and say goodbye to the countess leaving for Jerusalem. With the marriage, Baldwin solved his economic and military problems, while Adelasia fulfilled their dream of power and guaranteed the long-awaited crown to her son.
Adelasia del Vasto e Roger II Altavilla.
Noble knights and ladies, today is a great day for this court, and it deserves to be celebrated with magnificence. My honored mother, your beloved Adelasia, has returned from every journey in Jerusalem. As she loved her people and her land, she prayed that her feet could touch the beloved shores again. Adored mother, look at how many people have come to pay homage to you and to celebrate your greatness. You will always be a point of reference for me and a safe guide for anyone. I love you more than words can say, and may this celebration that I am about to bring give you joy and serenity. Mother, what happened to you? Didn't the celebration ease your suffering?
Dear Roger, you know how happy I was with your father, but how arduous my life has been. First, I raised, loving them, the 10 children that your father, the great Count Roger, brought with him when, still very young, he took me as his wife. Then I gave birth to your brother, Simon, who was torn from me by a fatal destiny when he was only 13. But I still have you, Roger, who have become a strong and vigorous man. After your father's death, by misfortune, I married Baldwin, king of Jerusalem, with the hope that he might make you king of Jerusalem. And now I am here, abandoned by this greedy man, and I am more and more determined to leave the court, to leave Palermo. I'm tired, and I need to retire in a quiet place.
Mother, don't say these words, please. How will I be able to carry out the project that God has reserved for us? Without you, who has pacified Latins, Arabs, Franks, and Greeks by making them feel like peoples of the same homeland, you who have unified the churches and the religions.
You mustn't have these fears, Roger. I've worked night and day, all my life, with the holy purpose of seeing you crowned King of Sicily. I gave you excellent teachers. You learned Greek, Latin, Arabic. You are ready to rule with the wisdom and authority that distinguish you. Now it's your turn. My task here is over.
Dear Mother, I still don't understand, but in my heart I know that nothing will convince you to stay.
Don't worry about me. Sweet valleys and pleasant lands, surrounded by a blue sea and warmed by a bright sun, are waiting for me. In this land that the Sicilians call Patti, there is a miraculous spring from which they say that holy water flows, the same water that bathed the forehead of the young martyr Febronia. The remains of Febronia are well kept in a silver case, and they are found in Patti.
I've never heard of this town, but if this is your will, it's fine. I'll remain in our splendid Palermo, and will carry on my dearest projects and yours. I will continue to assure peace, order and well-being, which are so dear to you.
Never forget my words, my dear son. Never forget why you were born and towards which horizons you are going.
I won't forget it, and I will remain firm in my aims, as you have taught me. Your lesson is etched in my mind and my soul.
I am delighted, and I am sure it will be easy for you to reach your goals. You will not have doubts or fears. You will not yield or hesitate.
Of course, Mother. Everything you say is true, but it's also true that I suffer and I have doubts and failures and many hesitations.
How can you say that? I don't understand.
Not hearing your voice will be a source of suffering for me. The absence of your gaze will cause me endless doubts, and the absence of your beloved person will make me give in and hesitation countless time.
My dear son, I have considered all this, and it is even more true for me. The pain of a child who is separated from his mother can never equal the suffering of a mother that sees her fruit, her flesh, her blood go away forever. It's like losing the best part of yourself. But I know there is a higher design that requires it. And you also know it. We do not belong to ourselves. We are part of a dance that perhaps will never end.
My heart will never be the same, and I'm not sure if I'm able to find a cure for it.
Then I leave my heart beside you. I can't take it with me if you stay here. I only realize it now, and when you want, it will be the drug that will heal your deepest wounds. Goodbye, my dear son.
so, full of melancholy and suffering for having abandoned her beloved son Roger, our Adelesia leaves her court in Palermo to go to that coveted town to restore her weary limbs. Once there, she retires to the Benedictine monastery wanted by the Romans.
She didn't move from that place of silence and prayer until 1611-18, the day of her death. Her remains are placed in a simple sarcophagus in the Cathedral of Patti. Adelesia, who was about 50, did not live long enough to see her son Roger crowned King of Sicily.
For the next moment of our show, Bogdan Saga will perform on the piano Waltz in A minor and Schubert Roman Musico. history. We hope you like what we have prepared for you.
On 29 October 1875, Maria Alessandra Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha lets out her first tour at a family home in Eastern Park, Ashford, Kent, England. Her mother is Maria Alexandrovna Romanov, Grand Duchess of Russia, the only daughter of Tsar Alexander II. Her father is Alfred Ernest Albert of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Duke of Edinburgh, second son of Queen Victoria and Prince Francis Albert.
The three Graces were sitting up in Olympus talking. They must have been on their third night with Ambrosia and Nectar with Zeus. Their father told them to cast an eye towards the earth.
Use the angel feather and touch the sideboard. This piece of living baby just grace this world.
And then the three Graces, Aglia personifying radiance, Persona personifying joy, and Gala personifying flowering, passed smoothly, almost imperceptibly, over the princess's head.
All eyes will take care of you. You will be wise and will shine like the brightness of the heavens. You will be joyful and brave. You will be floating and people will love you.
She spent her childhood at Eastwell Park with Alfred, young Alfred, Victoria and Alita, Daphne, Alexandra, Sandra, and Beatrice, baby B, her brothers and sisters. And she's missing.
No matter how old I get, the smell of dry autumn leaves will always bring before my eyes the image of the old English house. That aroma, wherever I am, evokes the vision of Eastwell Park with its passionate woods which our childish steps beat.
After refusing a proposal from her cousin, the future King George V, she was chosen as the future wife of Crown Prince Ferdinand of Romania, heir of King Carol I in 1892, when she was only 17. They had 6 children: Prince Carol, named after the King Carol I, Princess Elizabeth, Princess Marie called Mignon, Prince Nikolai called Nicky, Princess Ilana, and Prince Mircea, who died at only 3 years old.
My children were the center of my life. Women of martyrs and passionate mothers, and we cannot imagine a world without children. All our work and all our efforts have no other purpose than to shape them according to our ideal, to make them happy, and to prepare a beautiful future for them.
Maria of Romania became immediately popular with the Romanian people.
And we looked face to face, my people and I. This was my time, that was not given to many beings in the world. For in that hour, my dear Romanians did not idolize only an idea, a tradition, or a symbol, but also they idolized the being that they had come to understand.
The overseas foreigner was no longer an alien. She was theirs.
After the death of Carol I, Princess Maria becomes the Queen of Romania on 11 October 1914 in a crucial period in our history marked by the outbreak of the First World War. On the first 2 years of World War I, Romania was neutral, but on 27 August 1916, Romania entered World War I on the side of the Allied powers, because the war was the only possibility for Romania to fulfill the national dream that was for decades, the Great Union, and Queen Marie knew this.
I've always hoped all my life, no matter how hard life has been,
life forward.
She was always involved in the affairs of the country, and biographers later concluded that most of the political decisions taken by her husband, King Ferdinand I of Romania, were influenced by Queen Marie. The French minister in Bucharest, Count Saint-Hilaire, admitted that there was only a man at the palace, and that was Queen Marie.
Queen Marie was everywhere on the world. Limited the typhus, the infested water, the harsh conditions. She visited the window without getting vaccinated.
The dying have no time for injections.
She asks to taste it directly from the soldier's soup. Dressed all in white, she goes to battlefield hospitals, soothes broken souls, reads prayers to soldiers in pain. She becomes mother of the wounded. She has a huge devotion and she frankly loves heroes.
They had sworn to resist like a wall to defend the last piece of Romanian land that was still ours.
At the end of the year 1918, the war was influenced by the arrival of the American troops, and on the 11th of November, the war ended. The golden dream of the Romanian nation was accomplished, but for now, it was only a reality for the Romanians. At the peace conference in Paris, Romania had the task of obtaining, especially from the great powers, USA, Great Britain, France, Italy, recognition of the active union of the three historical provinces, Basarabia, Bukovina, and Transylvania, which led to the unification of Romania. The Romanian delegation, led in the first place by Prime Minister Cățean, engaged in a real diplomatic battle in which Queen Marie was also directly involved. Through her intelligence and charm, the Queen played an overwhelming role, having numerous meetings with world leaders and passionately advocating Romania's cause.
I would like you to go to Paris to plead the case. Brătianu is not taken into account by the heavy ones. You have ardor, enthusiasm. The country needs you. Do you agree?
I will go and do my best. A united mind is needed, but also a strong hand.
In Paris, where she arrived as mission, Queen Marie received all the honors due to a head of state. Plus, she got everything she wanted.
On May 6th, Queen Marie was at audience with the Prime Minister of France, Georges Clemenceau, a huge personality.
She had a special allure, a true allure of queen. Tall, beautiful, very well made, and with that, I don't know that characterizes a lady and always prevails. It's more than the gender. On the clock, the meeting should have lasted half an hour. After 120 minutes, the doors are still locked.
Madam, you forget that your country, by signing a separate peace, lost the right to defend compliance with territorial commitments.
Mr. Prime Minister, you know very well that Romania was forced to sign the peace because of the desertion of Russia and the isolation which it found itself at the end of 1917.
Tell me about your country's place.
Transylvania, Tisa, and all of that.
But lady, you asked for the lion's share.
That's why, Mr. Prime Minister, the lioness addresses her cousin, the tiger.
In October 1920, the conference in Paris acknowledges the delimitation of the frontiers of the unified country. Her everlasting dream unification of the Romanian provinces was now completely achieved. After 2 years in October 1922, in Alba Iulia, King Ferdinand and Queen Marie would be crowned as sovereigns of the unified Romania.
During the following years, Queen Marie, together with King Ferdinand, would take part in tours in Europe, and later on, all by herself, she will engage in a long tour in the United States. Through marriages for children, she will eventually manage to establish tight relations between the Romanian royal house and other rulers in the Balkans. And, most of all, she loved her people to the last moment of her life.
A hot summer month in Bucharest, July 24, 1938. The capital. The entire country is wearing mauve. Her color. Passing into eternity on a gun carriage, Queen Marie makes the last pass over the city on her horse.
Behind the coffin, her horse was carrying her priestly horse. The soldier
cherished